Shalom, back again with another lesson. All right, with your brother Yara'ah. Let's give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachakodash, which is the true ancient Paleo-Hebrew tongue, the Lord spoken, the Angel of Days, which today the world equally calls God and Jesus Christ. All right, Yahweh going into the Heavenly Father's name, and Bahashem in the name of Yahweh Shah, all right, which the world equally calls Jesus Christ. Okay, let's give double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule world and teach real well. All right, that's the full 100% truth, which we learn from. All right, it's citation to the elder of the camp of men of Israel in Greenville, South Carolina, Chazak, who I teach under. All right, and the men and the brothers in the camp, shalom to you as well. Big love, and shalom to the Aqua and Aqua, the men and women. All right, who listens to our videos and pertaining the word of Yahweh Shema Shah, keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, being sincere, brothers in truth, brothers, sisters in truth, brothers and sisters that in truth, and also those who are scattered across the four corners of the earth, who looks as the heathen, which is the speckled bird, all right, which is mentioned in the scriptures. All right, those who looks as the heathen, shalom to you as well, who is also keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability in these last days. So without further ado, the lesson of this video will be entitled, Discipline Your Children in the Law of the Most High. Discipline your children. All right, discipline your children is something you must do in your household. You know, something you must ordain being in this truth. Now, you can't. Once they grown and once they, you come into this truth and you grown man, older man, and you have grown children and they don't want to, pertain their life to the truth, they don't want to convert, that's on them. That's their life. You continue to do what you have to do. But, I'm just going to bring out scriptures, and elaborate, and hopefully this will be a short video. So this is Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And what way, man? Being righteous, all right? Keeping the law, all right? Giving their time to get to gain understanding in the scriptures, all right? To show themselves approved in the word, to be taught, to take what they've been taught and to do them, all right? Which is by their father or their mother who has the understanding. All right. And also I want to bring out Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and verse 1 and 4. It says, he that loveth his son causes him off to feel the rod, causing him often to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. All right. And what is that? When you love your son, says cause him to feel the rod. That's that belt, where you discipline your children, man. When you discipline them when they have disobeyed you, when they have mocked you, or went against your rules, okay, in your household, and they have they deserve to be disciplined and punished. And this is the way of the Heavenly Father, man. He punished us because we have left the law, statutes, commandments, and went astray, man. We have went contrary and started worshiping other gods and idols, man, and images. We have done all these things, and the Lord has disciplined us. Why? Through slavery, all right, making us servants and handmaids for other nations that's supposed to be beneath us, all right. The Lord has disciplined his children, and he's still disciplining us, man, until Yahweh Shema Shah comes back. All right. That's why our people is under the curses. All right. According to Deuteronomy 28. All right. Our people are under these curses. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which is the true biblical Hebrew Israelites the Bible speaks of. All right. You are. And you have to believe that. So ass whoopings is still a thing that you must do. regardless of what Esau's doing in his kingdom, so-called white man making rules and laws that you cannot discipline your children, that's bullshit. We must keep this law. Then we must keep this law, man. It says that he may have joy of him in the end. What is that? That he may grow up and not be a feminine man. That he may grow up and have understanding. That he may grow up and have integrity. That he keep the righteous ways. All right. That he walks to be a man that is separate, a man that is fully converted and have dignity and truth. Okay. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 30 verse 2 says, he that chastises his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. Okay, and what's chastising? All right, not agreeing to everything your son does, being hard on him. Okay, you have to be hard on your son. You can't giggle and all the time with them, man. You have to let them know shit is serious out here. You have to let them know the seriousness of life. The importance of things. Portions of how much you need and what you don't need. Staying alert, being watching your ways, your surroundings. You have to teach them that. You have to teach them, who to talk to, who not to talk to, what to listen to, what not to listen to, what to go see and what not to go see. This is the things of chastising, because the world pushes those things which you should not do upon your children. Okay? The wickedness is always around you. But the light comes from the Heavenly Father. And when we obtain that light, we have to put that light upon our children. Rather, it chastises them, makes them mad, fuck all that. What they feeling, this is where discipline comes in. When you beat their ass and they rebel against you, you whoop their ass. Okay? No questions asked. That's just because you love them. You don't want them to fall. You don't want them to fall short in the Lord's eyes. You want them to be favorable unto the Lord, man. Okay, continuing on in verse 3, it says, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. You see that? It grieveth the enemy. It makes the enemy mad when the enemy sees that your son is wise and not falling for little tricks. That he's not gullible, that he's not open-minded, that he has a sound mind, all right? That's something the enemy does not like, because he can't put the tricks and snares and traps among your son. He can't do something to where he's manipulating the mind. He has no control. He has no grasp. And this is when you gird your son up to be men of the Lord, by example. By example, man. Move forward. And verse 4 says, though his father die, yet he is as though he were not dead, for he have left one behind him that is like himself. You see that? You want your son to be better than you at all times, but at the same time, the things you have taught him, the things that you have put in his mind, this doctrine, the word of the Lord, all right, this truth, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man, and embedding it in him, man, in his mind, all right, and his consciousness, all right, in the way he thinks, in the way he walks, in the way he sees, the way he hears things, all right, the way he thinks upon things and meditate upon things, all right, all of it is in the way of righteousness. And when you pass away, you know that you have no words, because you have did your job, man. You have did your job. You have did the labor. You have did all the things, and now he's going to take on, man. He's going to take on that light, man, and he's going to continue to do that and spread the gospel. That is beautiful, man. That is beautiful. But in today's world, look at our people, man. What have our people taken upon their fathers? Being deadbeats, being hating one another, joining gang members, joining other groups that does nothing but wickedness. Want to be rappers, falling after the women and being controlled by women. All these other things that these, fatherless dads are doing, man. when I say fathers, I mean they're not in their sons' lives. They're not teaching them nothing that's going to benefit them, their sons. They may be in their son's life, but they're not teaching their sons morals and values of the Most High. They're not teaching them things in the spirit. You're not giving them understanding amongst the things of their surroundings and making them aware of these things, that the enemy is doing. Like the Lord is telling us and warning us, giving us prophecy of these things, and atrocities are coming, man, in these last days. We're continuing to be watchmen of the Lord, but we have to be watchmen of our children as well. Okay? So that is beautiful, man. I love that. It gives a boost of, motivation, to continue to move forth and continue to, see that, there is so much things that we can be teaching our children in these scriptures, man. Being leaders. As Nehemiah chapter 13-23 says, in those days also saw our Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab, and their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by Yahweh, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves. And all that is doing is, is a man saying what he's not going to allow his son to do, what he's not going to allow. But when people see that from the outside, not having understanding, they think that we're crazy. They think that we're trying to be controlling or something like that, in their sense. And we're just maintaining what the Lord has told us to do. We're supposed to be, lords over our households. And when people wants to butt in other people's business and get mad when they get their teeth knocked the fuck out of their mouth. So always mind your damn business and stay out of people's business. That's what America don't want to do. America's always in somebody else's house. They're always in somebody else's business and someone else's messages and someone else's face. They just love to just continue to be gullible and groupies, man. This is the society of fucking retardation. And I can't stand this place. I can't stand going to work. I can't stand being around my own damn people. That's, this is real fucking suffering. I can't stand the Babylon the Great any longer, man. I hope this place is destroyed. This is the things that, when you hear a man, it says, and I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them and pluck off their hair. This is a man who's lost his fucking mind because he's sick and tired of shit. Okay? Moving on, this is back to moving into Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 3. It says, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the conscience the heart is made better. And you think better when you're sad. You think upon the things you do that you did wrong when you're sad. But when you in that prideful, when you sitting at a house of feasting, and when it's talking about the house of feasting, it's talking about those who go out and just do nothing but party, worrying about what they can do the next day to enjoy their pleasure, to enjoy their time, and all these things. They have no whereabouts of, what they're doing wrong because they're not paying attention to themselves. They're shameless. They don't care how they treat people. They don't care what they say. They don't care how they indulge themselves and how they wear in the period places. They don't give a fuck. This is Babylon. And this is the most wickedest place there is. Everywhere on earth has learned the ways of Babylon the Great. They have taken the counsels and the practices of Babylon the Great, and they spread it worldwide. All right, all the worlds of this earth has taken the ways of Babylon the Great. Okay, and this is that where only a certain few, man, is going to have an understanding of this. And this is why you must teach your children. This is why you must teach your children the ways of the law, the law, statutes, and commandments. Because, there's only a certain time, there's only a certain time where we can continue to try to do things, and the Lord is just going to take the spirit of us to even do it anymore. So, while you have the chance, pray over your children, pray that they have the understanding, pray that they gain understanding. Show them the walk, man. Show them the way. Show them that everything is not green on this side, man. Yeah, you have some blessings here and there, but it's mostly about sacrificing for Yahweh Shai. To come from something where you had everything to where you have now nothing. That everything that you turn around, that you see problems, you see mistakes, you see things that just there's nothing working for you here. There's always something else. It's just a long suffering continuance of, the Lord is really working you, man. And it's nothing bad though. It's something where when you're chastised by the Lord, man, it's beautiful because He loves you. He loves you, man. He wants you to continue to get, even deeper into His knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. To connect with your brothers, man, more. To connect and be more of a friend to your brothers. Be more of a friend to, them, and, just enjoy being around those who are like-minded like you. All right? So, sorrow is better than laughter. We have to be in the man of the Lord dwells in the house of sorrow. All right? We're not here out here feasting and celebrating the holidays and birthdays and all these things. We out here, giving the breakdown of the Lord, warning our people. All right, in these streets, that they, telling them that, hey, we're showing them their transgressions. We're showing them that the ways that they're walking are set for destruction. That, these are the times where they, getting this truth is limited because things are happening very fast paced. This is not going to be out here forever. Family of the word is on its way. It is on its way, man. And it's going to be a time where you're not even going to hear prophets on YouTube. You're not going to hear prophets on the street corners. All right. We're going to be away. The Lord's going to hide us, man. And I can't wait for that, to be honest, because I'm tired of, Jakes want to keep on running their damn mouth and talking shit. They're just talking shit. Just talking shit, man. And, let's move on to Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and 4. It says, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools in the house of mirth. And, that's basically what I just went into. In verse 5, it says, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the songs of fools. What's the songs of fools? Oh, man, you're just going to be all right, man. Look, do what you got to do. You only got one life, man. Live it up. Do it to the fullest. Enjoy. Da, 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 da. That's a man that has songs of fools because they sing the same fucking song over and over. Live your life. You have one life. Do what you got to do. Have fun. These are people who have pleasures. They have pleasures of many things. They don't have pleasure in the Heavenly Father. They have pleasures of many things. All right. They have their hearts are full of deception. Their hearts are full of deceiving, evil, and malice and corruption, man, because they have drunken the wine of Babylon the Great. That those who have an ear, let them hear. All right, come out of that. Raise your children right. You children that are listening, you teenagers, you pre-adults. This is the time to wake up, man. This is the time. Get it while you can. Get it while you can, man. Prophets are out here. My main channel is Man of Israel 2. This is my personal channel. So if you want to also hear the other videos of the other brothers in the camp, I would recommend you to also subscribe to Man of Israel 2. So I hope everything was edifying. Shalom.